Good afternoon, I'm Charles Lejano. This is One News Now. The Education Department has postponed the resumption of classes to October 5, following a memorandum from the Office of the President. In a statement, Secretary Leonor Briones said the agency will use the extra time to address logistical limitations in the conduct of blended learning. Briones ordered schools outside MECQ areas to continue holding orientations and dry runs, and delivering learning resources so that they will be ready for the opening of classes. She added that this will be the final adjustment to the school reopening timeline. Earlier, Senator Mick Zubiri had urged DepEd to postpone the opening of classes for at least another month or even to January of next year. He said homeschooling should be introduced in some pilot areas first so that the agency can improve its systems and setup before reopening schools nationwide. For his part, Senator Win Gatchalian said classes should remain suspended until the country's situation gets better. The lawmaker added that forcing parents and teachers to interact with other people, like when they receive modules or travel to school, will just worsen the transmission of COVID-19. The government is rolling out a new COVID-19 measure highlighting the importance of discipline amid the pandemic. To tell us more about this, we have Greg Gregorio. He's reporting live from Marikina. Greg, could you tell us more about this new campaign?
Yes, Charles, the DILG and the DOH launched a joint campaign today called Bida ang May Disiplina Solusyon sa COVID-19 Campaign. The government reiterates that the public's behavior is just as important as the protocols implemented by the government in response to the pandemic. Under the program, each local government unit is tasked to form their respective barangay disciplina brigades to strictly implement minimum health protocols. This campaign is launched in Marikina, a city recognized for its effective response measure against COVID-19 pandemic. From their own molecular laboratory certified to conduct COVID-19 testing to their efficient contact tracing. According to DILG Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya, Marikina is following contact tracing SAR Benjamin Magalong's formula of tracing 30 to 37 close contacts from a single positive case. However, Marikina Mayor Marcy Teodoro admits their work is not done since COVID-19 cases in the city are still rising. As of August 13, Marikina has 1,039 COVID cases, 502 of which are active cases. Starting today, clustered home lockdowns are being implemented in 3 barangays with clustering of cases. Citation tickets and penalties will also be handed out to individuals and establishments violating minimum health protocols. Charles, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III mentioned that the Sputnik V vaccine from Russia still has to undergo regulatory procedures. Thus, everyone still has to strictly observe minimum health standards. Charles?
Thank you. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Marikina. Here are other stories we are keeping our eyes on. The World Bank has committed about $2 billion in funding to support the government's economic recovery plan after the pandemic. The projects include social protection initiatives for vulnerable households, as well as programs to boost the government's capabilities in delivering distance learning. As of April, the World Bank has disbursed a total of $1.2 billion in financing to support the country's pandemic response. The Labor Department denies reports that they have relaxed the restrictions on the deployment of Filipino nurses abroad. In a statement, Labor Secretary Silvestro Bello said the ban imposed on foreign deployment of nurses is still in effect. Bello warned the public that any overseas deployment of nurses, unless expressly authorized by the POEA, will be considered illegal. And Portland Trail Blazers bagged a spot in the NBA's unique play-in series, edging past the Brooklyn Nets 134 to 133. It was Dame time yet again as Damian Lillard finished with 42 points and 12 assists, giving the Blazers the 8th seed in the West, as well as a twice-to-beat advantage in its play-in series against the Memphis Grizzlies. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.